Hey everyone. So over the past few years I've gotten these DaYan bags and was never really sure the best way to display them with my DaYan 3x3s. This is my DaYan 3x3 shelf, and as you can see there's not much space. And this here isn't even all of them. If you want to see the full bag, they take up a lot of space. Now some of these bags, when I originally got them, came with 2x2s inside, and I displayed them as such. I just set them over the top row of 3x3s and it worked out fine. Now you couldn't really see the bags unless you were right up close looking for them because they were blocked by the top of the cabinet. Also now that space has been taken up by stickerless 3x3s. Both of the smaller side walls are completely empty. There's no cubes there, and that seems like the perfect place for these to go. Originally I just tried stacking them, but they are fabric and that doesn't really work at all. Then my next thought was the solution to almost every cubing problem: magnets. I have some really strong magnets that are used for holding up fake rocks in reptile enclosures. I just tried sticking them on the outside of the wall and like the inside of the bag. This doesn't work. The wood is much too thick. You can barely feel that there's a magnet on the other side, even though these are really strong. Obviously, I then knew both the magnets needed to be on the inside of the cabinet, and originally I thought gluing them, but you see, this cabinet isn't mine, so I can't do something that would damage it, like add glue to any of the wood. So what I ended up going with, and what I think seems to be the best option, is tape. The shipping tape is strong enough to hold up the bags, but also the residue is very easy to clean off. Being that the magnets were going on the inside, I didn't need anything nearly that strong. I had these 4x1 N50 magnets, and they'll work just fine. So I got that tape, some super glue gel, the magnets, and a toothpick to spread the glue evenly. I also have this other tape. Folded one end over so it would be easy to remove later on. You don't need a lot, just the same size or smaller than the bags. And I found it doesn't stick to the stack mat very much, so I do it on there because holding it in the air and doing it would be very hard to press the magnets on and glue them evenly. I'm not going to add too much glue to start, just enough to get it underneath the magnet. The polarity of the magnets doesn't matter, so you can just get one off and drop it on the glue any way you'd like. And the toothpick is very helpful for getting it right on the glue and getting it spread out. I used quite a bit to make sure it doesn't come off. Once that is done, just do one more. One magnet could hold the bag up, but it's not very hard to add a second, so I've done that with all of mine. After I've got both the magnets glued on, I just use one little portion of the tape and stick it to this pole here. That's just going to let the glue dry and not take up too much of the stickiness of the tape. I did use a lot of glue, so I let them dry for a little over an hour just to make sure everything is nice and dry. Then I've got this other tape here, and I'm just going to put one piece of it over the magnets so that none of the glue residue gets on the bags. For attaching them, you're going to want the magnets to go kind of under this part where the string is. It'll just be easier for them to hold together if it's on the thinnest point. So what I found easiest is to just hold the bag up to the wall to kind of get an idea where the tape needs to go, and then just stick it on and make sure it's on there tight. Then we're going to take two more of the magnets and just place them on the inside of the bag so that they are attracting to the magnets on the tape. And that's pretty much it. You can adjust up and down and side to side pretty easily. Alright, so I'm all finished and I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out. If you try anything like this for yourself, be sure to let me know by tagging me on Instagram. That's it for today. I'd like to thank everyone so very much for watching. Goodbye.